Wing Nation rolling along here from the Racing Electronics display here at the PRI show. Steve Post and Logan Schuchart joins us. Hey, man, how are you?
Good, Steve. How are you?
I am well. How's the show been so far? We're about halfway through the first day, and you getting a chance to catch up with all the folks?
Yeah, it's good. It's always a great time to come out, chat with everybody that makes the 1S roll around the racetrack, and then just, we haven't seen everybody for a little bit since Charlotte, so it's nice to chat a little bit, see what's new, and then also, thank everybody that's part of our race team that's, we don't get to see throughout the year as much. And then, when you are in victory lane or in dash appearances or whenever you get to speak, so you don't always get to show gratitude to all those people. So it's nice to stop face to face and kind of thank them for being part of our race team.
Tell me about your 2025 season. Just tell me about how do you assess the 2025 season?
For me, I've been on the Outlaw Tour for 13 years. The expectations are high. I feel like we can run at the highest level, and we've, the World of Outlaws to me are the highest level. So we've been out here, we know what it's about, but the performance and where we are from where I expected to be or where I feel like we can be, we're still not there. The consistency, in top fives and top tens was an improvement from the year before. You could say that we qualified a little bit better. The dash appearances went up, but the win category lacked. So I felt like we were a third to fifth place car, a lot of races, and it's, you sit down with your team and you try and figure out why. So that's what the off season's for. That's what we do here is, talk to different people, see what they're thinking, all the manufacturers, maybe what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong, and how we can be better. So it's, the goals are high, the expectations are high. You want to win crown jewel events, but we run a series, we run with the World of Outlaws because we want our season long goal is to be consistent, and it's to run up front and run after World of Outlaw championships. So, and right now we're not on this past year we were not on the level of the few cars in front of us. So there's improvements to be made, and that's what we're trying to figure out.
Is the level of competition in sprint car racing not bonkers? We have the World of Outlaws, which is just as tough as it's ever been. You have High Limit, obviously, and then we go to these crown jewels. They throw them all together. We're the level of competition, just can you even put into words what it's like, especially when we get to those crown jewels?
I like it. I think it's great with the amount of talent that's out there between, the car owners, with, the money that they're spending with these race teams, and makes it hard to keep up with when, you're running a team. I got great people around me, but when a family-owned team, it's tough. But then you have the best drivers, the best crew chiefs, the best mechanics, and you see them on both ends with the High Limit side, the World of Outlaws side. I'm proud of the prestige and the history behind the World of Outlaws, and and a lot goes into that as far as our partners and where they want us to be and which series they want us to be with, and the schedule. The World of Outlaws go to the East Coast more, but. All in all, since I was a little kid, I wanted to be a World of Outlaw champion. So that's where my heart is. That's where I want to be. So, but the sport's in a really good spot, I believe. I think it's all great. I think the fans, I think the sport's growing, and I think the fans have it, really good. They get to see a lot of talent and a lot of, high talented race car drivers going at it throughout the year.
Here. I agree, that's for sure. We've got our mystery question. All right, reach in there and see. Pick your poison, if you will. I don't think they're too bad. What was your first race car?
My first race car would have been a go-kart. It would have been a Rage go-kart that I ran at Hunterstown Speedway with a Enzer engine, I believe, but yep, about let's see here, about 2001.
So a go-kart down at local racetrack. Imagine that. Go-kart was your first race car. As far as how'd you do in that car?
Well, I have a trophy, and my brother-in-laws like to pick on me. They call me Mr. Second Place. So my very first trophy that I got was I'm sitting on the back of the truck bed because we put the go-kart in the truck bed. We didn't have a trailer, and I'm sitting on the back of the truck bed holding up my first trophy, all excited, and it was a second place trophy. So yeah, they like to pick on me for that, but that's it's all good, and we were able to get a lot of wins after that in the go-kart ranks, and yeah, it was definitely a really cool learning experience from about 9 years old to about 14, 15 until the transition period of getting into sprint car racing.
Neat stuff, that's for sure. How's your wellness? How's your fitness? You did a marathon. You and I talk about this occasionally when we get on the chance on the show. Where are you at? What you up to now as far as your wellness, your health, your training, and that sort of thing?
Yeah, I backed off the running a little bit. I went back to just a couple days a week, and just trying to do what I feel like is good for racing and keeping me sharp as a race car driver. But I think it's a tool that everybody should use, and to make them the best they can be. And if I have kids one day, I'll definitely probably instill that in him, and that instill that in them. And that mostly came, probably I have my dad to credit for that. He's a Marine, and when I didn't pick up my room when I was a kid, I had to give him 20 push-ups. So that's where that came from, and I'm thankful for that.
That is really, really cool. That is for sure. I like when young guys are doing it because I'm an old guy that started late, and I really missed a bunch of opportunities in doing it. So that's why I love always chatting with Logan about it. He's got such a passion for it. Hey, man, we wish you well. Enjoy the rest of your off season and the rest of the show, and we'll see you in Volusia. It won't be too long.
All right. Thanks, Steve. Thanks, everybody.
Logan Schuchart joining us here on Wing Nation as we are at the PRI show in Indianapolis, Indiana.